everybody. You're watching Eye on Society. I go by the name of Dr. Killick Francois.
And I go by the name by Carl Haynes. Met Carl Haynes alongside Dr. Killick.
As always, we have a special show for you. It's very heartfelt. You don't want to miss what's coming up next. Stay tuned, and we'll be right back.
Encore une fois, mesdames et messieurs, bienvenue sur Ticouzé sur Société. Non pas c'est Carl et nous gagnons Dr. Killick qui était arrivé dans Naples. Côté gagné un fundraising pour Timoun qui était malade. Et fundraising ça, c'est un fundraising que vous faites chaque fois que un gros groupe qui te fait ça, nous t'aimons ça. Donc nous poursuivons Dr. Killick. Il peut expliquer nous comment ça t'est passé là-bas.
Well, we landed in Naples. The concert was being put together by a group of 4 people from the Naples Philharmonic. People such as Daniela, Jeffrey Days, Antonio, and Katrina.
Moun sa yo te sorti pour ete fon concert pour ti moun qui souffri cancer.
Based on statistics in America, d'après sa yo di nou, dans chaque 4 moun ka viv, yon nan yo gen pou yo mouri nan cancer.
So son épidémie lié et ba sa manger moun de yo so nous te besoin lever awareness pour nous ka faire moun connaît
1 out of every 4 people in America will die from cancer.
Organisation ça t'es préparé event ça. Comment il est?
IOR, International Outreach Relief.
International Outreach Relief is a faith-based non-profit organization, 501c3.
Qui t'a raise fund. They were raising money to help out not only children, but people who suffered from cancer.
The purpose of IOR is basically to educate family on the disease of cancer, not only in the United States, but also throughout the Caribbean. And IOR basically would like to educate, and also IOR would like to help supply medicine to the people who are suffering with cancer, and also so we can prevent these people from dying.
Oui, Dr. Killick, organisation ça, est-ce que c'est un bagage local ou bien un bagage international?
Organisation ça, li tout deux, li international, li local. Mais qu'on est là, pendant la parler là, nous commencer local.
Qui genre de monde qui était dans event ça?
Well, we have a whole lot of powerful people. They came to support, and it was very, very heartfelt to see how many people who are touched by that disease. We had interview. We interviewed a couple of people, such as the pastor of the Oasis Church.
Tout le monde savait porter coller. Everybody came together, so we could raise money, raise the fund, so we can help people who are suffering from cancer. As a matter of fact, the concert took place in the church by the name of Oasis Church.
Oasis, okay.
In Naples.
That's beautiful, parce que nous connaissons que maladie ça c'est numéro 1 maladie qui tue monde sur la terre actuellement, qui nous connaissons c'est cancer, et on sait de que c'est sida, qu'on y a là c'est cancer. Donc c'est pour une bonne cause. Donc on aurait été suivre un monde que nous t'ai rencontré, une interview que tu fait avec guest que ou t'ai rencontré l'autre bord. Donc n'a pas petit pause n'a tourner et puis à tout à l'heure.
You're watching Eye on Society, and we landed in Naples, Oasis Church of Naples, and I'm sitting here with a very, very important man of God, and I'm going to go ahead and ask him to introduce himself to you and tell him a little bit about you. How you doing, sir?
Wonderful. Excited to be here today. My name is Michael McKellar. I'm the pastor of the Oasis Naples Church right here in beautiful Naples, Florida. I've always kid around saying that Naples is a wonderful place to suffer for Jesus.
That's exactly right. So tell the viewers that are watching right now, tell them a little bit about you.
Well, I've been in the ministry for almost 36 years. And years ago, I came to Jesus with $5 in my name, gave my tithe of 10%, 50 cents going to offering. Now I got $4.50. And so, which means I could buy the hamburger and not the drink. But I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, but I cried out to God. I said, God, I don't know what I want to do. I just want to do whatever you want. And at that moment, not knowing that that's when people started gathering and loving me and reaching out to me. And then I'm starting to cut grass and slap paint and just getting my hands dirty for Jesus.
You did what you had to do.
Oh, but it was wonderful because it was during that time that the church brought so much healing in my life. It really taught me about God's unconditional love and acceptance and forgiveness.
That's beautiful.
And I believe after what God has done in my heart because of that, that's why I am who I am today, because I know what it means to need that love and acceptance and forgiveness, an unconditional love at that.
Beautiful. So you in Naples, Florida. Are you originally from here, from Naples, or?
Well, actually, I'm from Houston, Texas. I lived there most of my life, and this sounds crazy and strange, but for those who believe in visions, God gave me a vision. And I saw an actual map of the Gulf of Mexico coming from Texas. I saw a dotted line going from like Galveston area all the way over to Florida, and I just knew in my heart someday, one day, I'm going to end up in Florida. Didn't know where, didn't know when. To be honest with you, it was 7 more years before it came to pass. Kind of like an Abraham and Sarah, that I know we're going to have a child, just when. And so I didn't want to get ahead, but I didn't want to lag behind. And I couldn't have asked for a better city to land, and I'm forever grateful to be here at Naples.
It's really nice having you sitting here with us, having this conversation in the eye of society. About the church, Oasis Church, give us some intel about the church. What type of church is it?
It's so funny because people always ask you, they hear Oasis Naples Church. To be honest with you, always be honest. It's a Church of God out of Cleveland, Tennessee. It's the oldest Pentecostal denomination in the world. But more than lifting up a denomination, I really believe in let's lift up Jesus. I didn't want any barriers to keep people from stepping inside the doors. Well, I'm Baptist, I'm Methodist, so they never get a chance to step in. But we are a Pentecostal church, and what does that mean? We believe in the signs and wonders and miracles. And yes, we speak in tongues.
That was going to be my next question.
Like Paul said, but at the same time, he says, I'd rather speak a few words in a language we all understand than multiple words. And more than anything, everything has to be motivated out of love. Right. They say it's not it's the unknown tongue that hurts people. It's the known tongue.
What's happening right now? What's going to happen?
Well, right now there's an outreach to the community concerning international outreach relief. There were so many people who have been affected by cancer. My mother passed away of cancer, her mother and her brother. So it's really hit my heart. And they say 1 out of 4 people die of cancer. And then I don't believe that should be the norm. But through the grace of God, I hate to be that person that says, silver and gold have I none, but what I have, I'll give. You know why they didn't have anything to give that day? They just went to church. They gave a big offering. Right. But more important than is, I'd want to be in that position always that, I wish I could help, but I can pray. We need to do both.
Yeah.
And that's what today's event is. It's an outreach to the community, awaken us. What part can we do? I can't go to the crib. I can't go to all these places. I don't understand all the needs. But the Bible says some plow, some plant, some water, and God will do the increase. Right. So these special series of concerts, and actually just some musicians for the Naples Philharmonic, incredible, talented, awesome, wonderful people. More than that Jesus is in the house. And I believe today you can have an opportunity just to witness what God is doing. I hope it sparks something inside of you. Well, what I appreciate about it is the level of excellence. Yeah. It's like that hand-me-down mentality. I don't need this anymore. Maybe we'll just give it to the church. Right. No, that's not God's best. No. And He gave His very best. So today, I believe you're going to witness a gift from God to you today, encouraging you that He's given His best.
All right. Well said. And this is basically the first concert, right?
Yes.
And it happens to be in your church.
Thank you, Jesus. We plan to have this in other churches. I'm going to be getting in contact with other ministers and vouching after today. You're going to want this in your church. You're going to want this opportunity. So I want to thank you for bringing this to our church and for our spirits connecting here. But today, I have to admit, I'm just going to, it's like eating at the finest of restaurants. I'm just going to enjoy and taste and see the Lord is good.
Yes. And thank you for allowing us to use the house of God. And you're the man of the house, so we couldn't just go straight to God, but we had to go to you, and you spoke to God, and God had to give you a vision. If there's anyone in the area, the Naples area, Miami,
yes.
Everybody have
it's not that far away.
Everybody has family in Naples.
Yes.
Please give them some information. If they would like to visit Oasis Church.
Well, I appreciate you saying that. We have Sunday morning service at 10:30 a.m. Wednesday night, which we call our Hour of Power, Signs and Wonders Miracle Service. That's at 7 p.m. So I want to encourage you, if you're in the Naples area and you want to come suffer for Jesus with us, but seriously, if there's a need in your life, I believe this appointment right now, this connection, this is God reaching out to you saying that pretty much I'm reaching out to you. Position yourself. Reach back. Position your heart. Be ready to receive. Expect God to touch you at your needs. Once again, we'd love to have you if you're in the Naples area. Miami, that's not that far away either. So we want to encourage, just come out and be a part of one of these Holy Ghost Spirit-filled services. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you for taking the time out. Dr. Pete, how you doing, sir?
Good. Thank you. Thank you for having me on.
It's always good to have you. I mean, we're actually in Naples, Oasis Church, and I'd like for you to go ahead and talk to the viewers right now. I mean, you're not a stranger to everybody in the eye of society, but I would like for you to go ahead and give them a little bit of information.
What we're doing today is to let everyone know we want to help. We want to help children, adults. We want to help the world. I've always said one thing: we can only change the world if we're willing to change ourselves first. So once we work on ourselves, then we can go out and start doing changes in other people. So this is why we're here today.
Yeah, that's true. Myself always tell people that, you can't give love unless you have love for yourself.
Like, this is why I'm so glad I'm here, because IOR Society, just like our other show that we have, Community Awareness TV show, the organization that I represent, IOA, we're together. And in that togetherness, we're making a difference.
If there's any special message you would like to send to all these people that are watching right now, our viewers, I mean, especially about children with cancer, because it's an epidemic situation right now. So what would you tell them?
I encourage everyone out there, don't be a victim of cancer, because thank the Lord we have such a great technology today where we don't have to be misinformed. We can be informed properly, but you got to listen to the right people, the right news, and go to the right doctor, because I believe there is a cure from cancer apart from the miraculous of God. God has put provided great men and women as doctors, as scientists, to find a cure for these diseases, and we need to unite with them and let them know, you know what, don't just sit in your house and pray. I encourage you, yes, God, I believe in the miracles. I'm a living miracle, but that doesn't mean that I don't take care of myself. I take care of my body, I take care of my mind, and that's the same way with cancer. Take care of it.
Thank you.
Yes, it's been a great pleasure, and once again, this is not the last time that we're going to be together, because this is my brother, yes, Dr. Killick.
Family. Sir, thank you very much for taking the time out. It's good to have you taking the time out and sit with us. It's a wonderful opportunity, so we had to take advantage of it. I would like for you to go ahead and introduce yourself. Tell them your name and who you are.
Yeah, my name is Eckhard Grant, a German name. And you're right, I'm a chemist. And you would wonder why a chemist is here. So I'm retired for quite a while. And after my retirement, I tried to do something useful, and I volunteer. And I volunteer for an organization that is called SCORE, S-C-O-R-E, and we counsel and educate small businesses.
And that's the meaning of SCORE. I mean, once you break it down, right?
We are a nationwide organization with more than 350 chapters. The organization exists for more than 50 years. And our Naples chapter here was founded in 1988. So I'm with the organization since 2002, since I moved to Naples from the Northeast. And what we do is we assist and support people, entrepreneurs, with ideas and how to bring this idea into reality in a business setting. So we assist them in writing a business plan. We are finally helping them to execute the business plan. We help them to grow, and we help them also to sell their business.
Is that what you're doing with International Outreach Relief Ministry?
Yes, to some extent. Of course, you are a non-profit organization. That's a little bit different than with a for-profit organization, because your International Outreach Relief program does not sell a product or a service. So the way how to raise money is differently than if selling a product or a service. So you have to do fundraising. You have to write for grants. You need the rich donors, etc., etc. So this is a little bit different. But what I do here with my friend Daniel Morisma is to assist him in doing some kind of a marketing, namely marketing that brings people into these events, because you have scheduled a whole series of concerts, and these concerts with no audience is nice, but you need people who pay something for the ticket.
Really, once again, we really appreciate having you doing all this. Can you give us a little bit of intel of what's going on with this event tonight?
Yeah, this event is a concert of 4 musicians with wonderful music, old classical music. But Daniel educated me that also one Haitian composer is on the agenda. I do not remember exactly the name, but which I thought is a very, very thoughtful thing here, because of the background of the organization in Haiti. And so therefore we have not only Beethoven and Mozart and all the classical musicians. And Daniel promised me this will be a monthly event here in Naples, and he plans also to extend this program to the East Coast, to Fort Lauderdale, Miami, and up to Bonita and Fort Myers. So therefore I'm looking forward to have many events here, hopefully very successful.
I'm sure with teamwork, with you, everybody, if we all pull together, we should be able to have something wonderful so we can help out these unfortunate children. So it's been a pleasure having you sitting down with us on Society, with the audience. I thank you very much for taking the time out. I would like for you to go ahead and talk to the viewers and introduce yourself and tell them a little bit about you.
Okay, well, I'm Dr. Nancy Bates, and I am a retired mathematics teacher. I started teaching in Fort Wayne, Indiana. I taught there for 12 years. Then I moved to Naples, Florida, smart move, and I taught for 21 years at Laley High School. Then I was district math coordinator for 7 years. Then I taught at Gulfview Middle School, and then I retired. Now I do private tutoring, and 1 day a week in the afternoons I work with students at Golden Gate High School, the Haitian students, and the Hispanic students, and that's a lot of fun.
Yeah, wonderful. So basically, I'm sure they probably taught you a couple of words. Do you know any words in Creole?
Well, I usually speak French with them if they're a little bit stuck. So I started taking French in 4th grade and took it through the 11th grade and then for a year at the University of Michigan. So that's what I do. I speak French instead of Haitian Creole, and they understand me pretty well, and they also speak very good English. So, yeah.
Perfect. Give us a little intel about, the situation, children suffering from cancer. How do you feel about that?
Well, naturally, it's a very sad situation. I'm in a Bible study group in northern Michigan, and we've had a little boy who is the grandson of one of our ladies in our group who has been really struggling with cancer, and it's such a tough situation. And with a young child, how in the world do you explain to them what's going on? But thank God, many praises go up to the Lord. We've been praying very hard for this young man, and he is currently in remission now. It's miraculous, really, because this was not expected. And it's great when that happens, but from now on, we'll have to keep an eye on him, and only God knows what will happen next. But children suffering from cancer is especially tragic because their lives are just getting started, and we'd like to see them get a good, healthy start. So we need to do everything we can to help them do that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for taking the time out, sitting with us,
It's a pleasure.
Ion Society. It's a pleasure meeting you.
And likewise.
Docteur Kelly. Donc, ambiance là était bien passée d'après moi. Donc, et musique était bien jouée. Est-ce que comme on saute nous, mais non, tout le monde sait au sujet de musique ça ou là que moi, mon yo bien performé.
Yeah, bel bagay net. I mean, these players, those artists, they had everything on point. Beautiful music. And as a matter of fact, one of the songs was written by one of our fellow Haitian by the name of Jean Pirot, who was born in Haiti, Port-au-Prince, in 1961. He's a conductor. He's an associate professor in the University of Minnesota. He has conducted orchestra from Italy to Russia, France, and basically all over the world. So that made me very, very proud just to know that he's a Haitian fellow. Haitian people are doing very big things in the world, but most of us, we don't know exactly what they're doing. So, job nou nan ti koudje sou sosyete se pou nou mene moun sa nan ti koudje sou sosyete pou yo ka vin explike, vin pale ki sa yo fe nan le monde. Our job is to highlight especially people, talented people, especially from our country in Haiti.
Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, au cap tande qui gens que docteur Kilik expliqué ba là. Donc même le que vous parlez en pile noir là-dedans que gen moun cap tande parce que moi même suis haïtien que docteur Kilik c'est haïtien, nous tande gon haïtien qui est maestro. Donc quand c'est pas veut dire que c'est Haïti comme la bralé ou bien on parler de c'est tout côté dans le monde qui ça fait. Si gen moun qui en Haïti tout, qui gen cancer, gen l'église tout, qui gen participation tout dans type d'organisation qui bien allié avec organisation internationale. Par exemple, non, par exemple, Dr. Kilik, c'est pas nous-mêmes, il y a un groupe monde très spécial pour ça. Donc, nous allons le fermer, nous fait nos vive musique woodien.
Woody Pirot. Jean Woody
Pirot.
Well, I hope you enjoy it because I've enjoyed it.
Voilà, mesdames et messieurs, nous retournons encore, comme moi me vive ça que fait là, bon, me senti vive, donc moi m'a la participation tout, que ça me gagne à ma balle, donc si c'est un téléphone qui gagne ou bien pour nous relayer, parce que et organisation ça c'est une organisation qui fait, c'est pas comme pour monde mettre dans poche, c'est pour aider monde dans le monde là. Donc ou même tout soit suivre show hein. Donc vous avez bien participation qui $1, $2 encore, quel que soit l'IA, fait effort parce que vous avez un cousin, un petit fort, une famille malade. Donc moi conseiller Dr. Kilik.
Just incredible to see how many people are dying from this disease by the name of cancer. And we've met a whole lot of people, people who came out to support because they can relate to that disease. I urge everybody to join together. Let's come together so we can get rid of this monster. And people are dying left and right. Children are dying. And we would like to have some peace of mind knowing that we no longer have to we no longer have to lose people because of cancer. There's help everywhere, and I urge you get checked up. And also I urge that you donate so we can supply medicine to those that are affected with cancer. Everybody, remember, we love you. We love you with every beat of our hearts. And you're watching Eye on Society. I go by the name of Dr. Killick Francois.
My name is Mr. Carl. Donc, à la prochaine.
Until next time, everybody.